When I was around 8 years old, my mother, sister, and I lived in a tiny townhouse in the hills of Virginia. My parents had just been divorced 2 years earlier, and having been a shy, bookworm, awkward type of kid, I tried my best to melt into the background. My mother's parents came to visit us one day in the late fall. It was difficult for me to relate to them. They were from Maine, so we didn't get to see them very often. So I struggled to find things to talk about. I remember standing in front of the fireplace, surrounded by family, watching the flames die down, the embers start to turn into ash, and out of the blue, I blurted, "It looks like the fire has cancer." I said this to my grandmother. My grandmother, who had lost a child to cancer years earlier, and who was a survivor of cancer herself. Mortified when I realized what I had done, I ran up to my room and I hid for hours, pushing the regrettable words deep down into a swirl of anxiety. And thus began a lifelong tendency to self-silence, to really bury my voice.
This is fillets of sole with mushrooms, and this is sole with tomatoes. They're to be poached in white wine and served in a lovely French sauce. See how to turn this denizen of the deep into sole bonne femme. Today on the French Chef.
When you have family from New England, Julia Child is beloved. When you come from a long line of Francophiles, the revolutionary in pearls who penned Mastering the Art of French Cooking is an icon.
Welcome to the French Chef. I'm Julia Child.
I have always loved her, even before finding out that we are distantly related. I loved her pearls, her storied and diverse past as writer, top-secret government researcher, happenstance chef, television star, and general woman of the people. But perhaps mostly, her ability to just roll with whatever comes out of her mouth with no fear. Kitchens, hearths, these places and their objects reside at the center of our lives. Their fires embody home, warmth, sustenance, and community. While the church has never been my refuge, ovens, kitchens, restaurants, and food always have. Gathering with others to attend to spirituality feels forced for me, but gathering around a meal, a crisp spear of asparagus dripping in butter, a meltingly funky tidbit of taleggio, or a slippery, slurpy, earthy oyster comes naturally. Julia fought with lobsters, pounded dough, chopped herbs and carrots and onions in a fury, all to coax out the beauty in a meal, to encourage flavors that delight or comfort, and all of this in pearls. Pearls form when a piece of sand or grit works its way into a bivalve, irritating the creature and forcing it to form a protective layer around the intruder. As these layers build, a pearl is formed. Oysters themselves are not beautiful. They are rough, a dismal, muddy color, and their sharp edges threaten harm. But they are both delicious, an acquired taste to some, and they often house within them those rare, treasured spheres. In my almost 40 years on this earth, I'm slowly learning to appreciate the pearl within, to recognize that deep beneath layers of ugly might be a voice hidden and hardened by external irritants. The pearl, to me, is now a symbol of strength, control, and deep, meaningful symbolism. Now, hopefully through as many diverse and storied paths as Julia's, I seek to unearth the beauty of silent or silenced voices, to see the unseen, hear the unheard, for we can't appreciate or critique what remains hidden in the deep.